Part 1. White Clouds. Pegasus Moon. Throne of Knowledge. The northern lands are enveloped in a bitter cold, and frigid winds are carried across the sea to the south of Adrestia. When feather-white snow falls on Fodlan's locket, the fort looks as delicate as a pearl. However, beneath that snowy blanket, her throat is more treacherous than ever.
Rhea, please, talk to me. What are you hiding? What is the meaning of how that one looks? It is almost as though...
As I said, there is nothing of which to speak, for now. At the end of this month...
I read Gerald's diary. I happened upon it in his room.
What?
In it, he stated the reason for his departure. The baby, thought to have died in the fire, has returned to us. Gerald realized that you had done something to the child and decided to flee. What did you do to that baby, Rhea? Nothing questionable, I should hope.
Saideth enough. They will be here shortly. No more, I beg of you. I will take our dear professor to the Holy Tomb. There, I should be able to see our dearest wishes to fruition. When I was young, I heard her voice there. I'm sure of it. You may enter. I have been awaiting your arrival, Professor. Now that you have received sacred power from the goddess, there is somewhere you must pay a visit to at once. You must go to the Holy Tomb so that you may receive a divine revelation from the goddess.
The Holy Tomb is where the goddess sleeps. This monastery was originally built for the purpose of protecting that hallowed temple.
Only a select few know of it, but there is a legend about Seiros and the Holy Tomb. Saint Seiros, the first soul to be gifted power from the goddess, received her revelation there. She was told that it was her sacred duty to save the people of Fodlan, and that she must use her power wisely in order to lead them. The words that were handed down to Seiros from the goddess will likely fall upon your ears as well.
Prepare yourself to go at once. There, may you find out why you were blessed with such power.
There will be a ceremony at the Holy Tomb. It is then that you will receive the goddess's revelation. You may share this mission with your students. It is said that when Seiros received the revelation, she had holy warriors by her side protecting her. Your students, who have followed you and fought alongside you through the darkest of times, are well suited to stand by you for the ceremony. Of course, as the leader of the Church of Seiros, I will be by your side as well. The occasion is too significant to be missed. Even if something were to happen, I am more than capable of protecting myself.
Much has changed, but your duty has not wavered. Steel your mind for the ceremony and prepare your students well.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Thank you.
A new path.
Yes.
Hi. Good deal. Hey, what? Hey, how about a favor?
Yes. Professor. Ah, Professor. Say.
Is there...
Impressive. Hurry up and Kate. Look, he's losing his grip. Kranya, Solon. We still have to take down the Death Knight and the Flame Emperor. Our next battle is fast approaching. I'm ready for it.
Professor.
He's I have a headache, but that's just from lack.
The professor agrees.
I won't.
Excuse me. You. Furthermore, I am proud.
I am sorry.
Hey, welcome. You have a good, 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 you have a good eye, you have a good, pleasure, you have a good, you have a good, pleasure. Come again.
Hello there. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think. This one, yes? I think 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 this one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Oh.
Greetings, although lucky for...
Let me tell you.
That's so.
Well...
Captain. Oh, Professor, I was just haven't made much clearing out this.
But she wants whenever it has...
Professor. Are you positive? Unfortunately, if that still, it would be what? Professor, just say, of course, I have to be truthful, feel, and then I'd never put it. Are you unfortunate? If that still, what?
You? Hey.
The whole I've worked. I mean, I understand when the mod, but look. Huh? Recently, it's like you're sort of floating above the clouds, separate from other people. And like you've got no interest at all in ever coming back down. How can I help? Hey, don't worry. I thought maybe I'd ask and see what you'd say.
Well...
To be honest, Monica was actually crying. What about you, Professor? You are a true out, not the most convincing.
That reminds me, all things as far as this month.
Right.
Look, your hair and eye color are completely different.
Tra-la, singing is...
I always knew there was something special about you, but you've only gotten more and more extraordinary the longer I've known you. That transformation was just the beginning, wasn't it? I have a feeling that things will only grow more dire from here on out.
Professor.
Right.
Hello.
Oh, Professor! I'm sorry.
How are you, Professor? I've a bit of research I'd like to perform. Crest Power Lady Rhea says...
Long ago, is that what? No, if that you don't act. Long is that no? If that you don't act.
Monica, taking vengeance.
Let me consider. Sometimes where I should have been all along. Ignore me. I hear that Lady Rhea, she's the pillar that supports the heart.
What? When you there's a ritual. I'm sure you'll. However you may.
In our but there are other enemies we have yet to hunt down. Not least the Flame Emperor. Once we've crushed them all, we can return to our peaceful lives at the monastery. It will happen soon. I have a feeling something big is coming.
What?
Right.
When I first saw you, Professor, I like the way it looks. I wonder if I could change. All I need to do... Sorry? It'll go constant as the but if it works... Exact...
Your hair! You didn't lose something as a consequence of gaining these I see.
Right.
You look. Did anything else change besides your hair and eyes? Are your arms bigger? How do your abs. Really?
Sorry, even it's so. Sorry, even it's so. Wow.
Hey there. You're going. What if she
I can't even imagine what it must be like inside. Well, it's probably. I can't help.
Hey!
Professor. And Bridget, those hair that shines, and eyes that glow. Do not have doubt, Professor. Professor, you've been maybe sick. Maybe it is. I wonder.
You there? I didn't mean actually.
People who live an inordinately long time. Is Fodlan some mystical land full of inhuman creatures? You should see for yourself. Working hard. I can assist with any tasks on it. I'm available.
Those students, you should, even when you're kid.
Professor?
Huh? You're so. I thought I was stronger, but I still. You'd better not go.
Oh. Hey, you look. I think that's.
I get it.
Got it. There was a. It seems.
Need something? See you again soon.
My word. But you're still you, obviously. Good. It's clear.
Yeah. For me?
It's clear.
Yeah.
What is...
Can't be. Pippa. Well, how was she, by the way? Real. I knew it. Well, and any.
Things are... Or perhaps the only thing that's different is how you look. Or has your personality. Is that so? Well... You really? You really?
Huh? Look at you. Listen, whatever happens.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much. Thank you so much.
I am grateful.
Thank you.
Hello there.
deal. Hey, lots?
Well,
Excuse me, further. I.
look at how we can't.
That looks appetizing.
This.
Thanks for.
I could do. I could do.
Off.
How am... It is...
question?
Hey there, Professor.
I'm not sure. Oh. I guess that's that.
Oh, I see now.
I'm getting... Guess I learned a thing or two.
I could do as much.
You're quite the motivator, Professor. Every... You're... I have... No.
Professor.
I thank you.
Pretty good job.
As long as it makes me stronger.
I've grasped it. I work to grow. Aha!
I'm a quick study.
But still got room to grow.
Singing is not too rough.
Excuse me. Further, I...
I am sorry. I am sorry.
Professor, are you unfortunate? If that still. What?
Hey, you.
Hey. The whole... I've worked... I mean, when the... But look...
Dear. Hey, lots?
What? Hey,
In our but once it will happen.
Okay. Let me see. Eating delicious food really takes my worries away. Ooh, this is my favorite. I would be like...
Delicious.
Behold,
Coco.
Professor. I wonder why. Why does Lady Rhea give you special treatment? You're not
Professor, will you join me? There's something I must do. It will take a few days, but I promise we'll be back in time for the ceremony at the Holy Tomb. It's meant to be a secret, but I'm going to Enbar, the Imperial capital. There is something I must do there. Thank you, my teacher. Father, forgive me for asking this of you. I know how much pain you're in, how the burden of the throne weighs heavily on you. And so...
There is no need to apologize, Edelgard. You must know that I do not have much time left in this world. The time has come.
Thank you, Father. Now, to complete the Imperial succession, you must relinquish your crown here in the throne room. The Archbishop of the Church of Seros would normally act as witness, but my professor will fill that role instead.
Edelgard.
From this day forward, the weight of the Empire's future shall rest upon my shoulders. All that I do will be for the benefit of the people of Fodlan.
Edelgard von Hresvelg, the crown is yours. By the covenant between the red blood and the white sword, and by the double-headed eagle upon your head, I hereby pronounce you the new Emperor. Are you prepared to take those responsibilities as your own?
In accordance with the ancient covenant, and in keeping with the Hresvelg legacy, I swear that upon this throne, I shall use my reign to lead Fodlan to a new dawn and achieve peace for all.
The Imperial succession is complete. My daughter, I regret that I could not do more for you. When you were stolen away to the kingdom, when the Prime Minister did those horrible things, I could only watch in horror.
I understand, Father. In those dark times, your eyes and your fists were my salvation. Within your eyes, I saw true care. And upon your fists, clenched tight with indignity, I saw the blood that dripped and fell. Even as I bled, I felt that you too must also be bleeding.
Your Majesty, you must not leave your sleeping chambers in your condition. Ah, Edelgard. I did not expect to find your Highness here.
Prime Minister, you have misspoken. I am no longer your Highness, but rather your Majesty.
Impossible!
It is true. Edelgard is the new Emperor of the Adrestian Empire. We will summon the officials and prepare an ordinance at once. And you, Prime Minister,
are dismissed. It will be some time before you are allowed to make contact with the outside world again.
No! How can this be? Understood, Your Majesty.
Edelgard, my dear El, I leave the fate of Fodlan in your capable hands.
Father. Thank you for staying by my side, Professor. Now that I'm the Emperor, it's time to grasp my destiny. After the ceremony at the Holy Tomb, I must return to Enbar. This may be the last we see of each other. We are out of time, my teacher. Everyone is waiting for us. We must go.
I am grateful.
Are you surprised?
To think that it's hard to imagine it.
This is where the goddess who created this world was laid to rest, along with her children. It is said that our creator, the goddess Sophis, sat upon this very throne. Professor, do you recognize this throne? So long. I have waited so very long for this day. Sit upon the throne. I have no doubt you will be gifted a revelation from the goddess. Well? It was supposed to be but a step away. What could possibly be missing?
Stop right there!
Don't move, any of you. If you move, your lives will be forfeit. Thank you ever so much for guiding us this far. The Imperial Army will now take possession of everything in the Holy Tomb.
What's the Imperial Army doing here?
Wait, does he work for the Flame Emperor?
So the Flame Emperor is connected to the Empire. I never thought that possible.
Edelgard, did you know about this?
Yes. In fact, I gave the order. I am the Flame Emperor.
I guess that's the end of play at school, Lady Edelgard. I mean, Your Majesty.
Get to work, everyone. The crest stones belong to us now. And take those filthy bones, too.
Insolence! You will atone for the sin of trampling on this holy resting place. Professor, destroy these villainous traitors who dare dishonor our creator!
Wait, what's the meaning of this, Edelgard?
You made use of us? Why?
I'm sorry, my teacher. I cut this path, and now I must follow it. My friends, I ask that all of you stay back. It is not my intention to fight you. By order of the Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, I command you to collect the crest stones. If anyone attempts to stop us, kill them.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much. Thank you so much.
I am grateful.
Thank you.
I will.
The crest stones are in the caskets! Open every last one of them!
The Holy Tomb must not be desecrated. Protect as many of the crest stones as you can.
Stay focused. I am Ferdinand von Eyre. Greatness.
I'll go. I can...
I will get the victory.
Yep.
Battle. Sure thing.
That's my cue.
Leave it to me.
That was nothing!
not good enough.
Take away if that is enough.
Another.
Getting.
Adorable. Look.
Thanks.
I appreciate it.
There's... There's no...
I learned.
Back to the fray.
Apologies.
No use.
That was nothing.
War.
Great. Thanks.
Appreciated.
Not bad.
Despite what I said, I have no intention of killing you. So why not stand down and get out of my way? So, the end has come.
You have disappointed me, Edelgard. To think that a descendant of House Hresvelg would dare betray the Holy Church.
So, it is my teacher who stands in my way. I always knew it would come to this.
Professor, kill Edelgard at once. She is a danger to all of Fodlan. Such a rebellious heart cannot be allowed to keep beating. You. How dare you?
My teacher, Thank you. But are you certain that... No. Now isn't the time for discussion.
Words cannot properly express my gratitude, Professor.
So, this is the choice you have made. You are just another failure. Your presence soils this holy tomb and disgraces my brethren. I will not allow one who would lend our enemies strength to wield the power of the goddess Sothis. I have passed judgment, and now I shall rip your chest open and take back your heart myself!
That must be the Immaculate One.
Yes. The monsters that have controlled Fodlan in secret for far too long. Rhea is their leader.
There is no time to waste. Your Majesty, Professor, we must escape while we can.
Part 1. White Clouds. Lone Moon. Outset of a power struggle. Together, the people of Fodlan relish the beauty of the brilliant moon overhead as another year ends. They recall sad partings and new acquaintances alike, but each person must still walk their chosen path alone. With each day, the presence of spring grows stronger, and yet a lone moon still haunts the sky, a silent reminder perhaps of some inescapable truth.
We somehow managed to escape.
This is one of the Imperial Army's provisional camps. Here we can organize our forces.
Before we go any further, I want all of you to really ask yourselves if you're certain you wish to join us. As expected, Flayn has chosen to leave our ranks.
When I saw our professor running off, I ran about as fast as I could to catch up.
Caspar, death finds those who run without thinking. You gave no thought to the war fog. My grandfather was the leader of Brigid, and I hope for us to be allies with the Empire. I will be staying.
Was this a good idea? Did I make the right choice? Oh, but my family is part of the Empire, and our professor is here.
You're fine here with us, Bernie. Though it's true certain houses were against the Imperial Princess.
I assume you're referring to my family. I must believe that the conclusion I came to was the correct one. You are the Emperor now. I am the only one left who is qualified to guide you at this point.
I'm only here because I know it would be troublesome to stand against you.
I'm not just here for you, Adi. I'm here to follow our dear professor. Of course, I don't have any territory to offer, so Hubie may not even want me here.
The greater our numbers, the better. Your reasons for being here are of no consequence.
I think I understand where you're coming from. But now, I wish to hear of your resolve. Like you, I have risen to meet my destiny. I cut this path, and I will see it through to the end. Following me is akin to pointing a sword at the goddess herself. One misstep, and we fall to our ruin. You have now witnessed the Archbishop's true self. She is a cruel beast. Those who rule this world use that beast's power to fabricate miracles, all to control those who blindly believe in the goddess. They conceal the truth and force their lies on the nobility. They mercilessly annihilate anyone who defies them. I know this because I have lived it. After what you have seen, is there any room for doubt? The Church of Seiros has great influence and power. Their control over the lords of the kingdom and the Alliance is nearly absolute. We are the only ones who can stop this indomitable enemy that has plagued our world for ages. We fight for humanity, for all of Fodlan. If you dare walk this path with me, take your first step. It's now or never. Thank you, my friends. We are the true face of the Empire, and we will triumph!
That was incredible, Lady Edelgard.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm relieved. They really chose to follow me. I was resolved to move forward alone if I had to. But in my heart, I hoped it wouldn't come to that.
So long as I am here, you will never be alone. Please do not forget that. And it would seem that the Professor also has a key role to play in this.
You're right. Now, I must speak with our dear teacher. Please, make preparations. The messenger should be here shortly.
consider it done.
Professor, may I speak with you? I appreciate it. I'm just anxious. It feels like the weight of this burden is crushing me. At this very moment, on my orders, I'm starting a war. An army far larger than the one that attacked the Holy Tomb last month will soon be locked in battle. Long-devised strategies are unfolding across Fodlan. Leaders are deciding their loyalties and preparing to fight. So many generals and soldiers will die. It's inevitable that civilians will get caught up in the chaos as well. There will be countless casualties. With a single command, the flames of war will rage across all corners of this realm. And I am the one who is giving the order. Yes, it is. There is no turning back. No matter how much blood flows at my feet, I will not relent. We must break the bonds that the depraved church has placed on Fodlan. These sacrifices will allow us to create a future where we never need sacrifice again. It may seem contradictory, but it's the only way. Listen to me. I made up my mind long ago. Yet here I am, seeking your approval. Tell me the truth, my teacher. Are you happy with your decision to stay by my side? Unlike me, you can still walk away from all of this. This path leads to the death of the Archbishop and the servants of the Church. Can you live with that? I never thought... I'm sorry, it was a foolish question. I believe in you, Professor. And you believed in me. With that knowledge, I have the strength to keep fighting. Let's go. There's something I need to say to Hubert.
Your Majesty, the latest report indicates that our main army is advancing as planned. Also, the preparations for your manifesto are almost complete.
We will be distributing our manifesto to every lord within Fodlan. We will expose the dark side of the Church of Seiros and the foul practices of the nobles from the Kingdom and the Alliance. We will force the people of Fodlan to open their eyes to the truth and relinquish any remaining conviction to unite against the Empire. Certain nobles have already offered us their support.
Yes, there are other nobles who oppose the Church. We will condemn those who deserve condemnation, and forgive those who deserve forgiveness. We have already purged some of the Imperial nobles who are morally rotten, my father among them. How unfortunate.
And soon we will invade and conquer Garreg Mach. Our main army has already departed the Imperial capital. They will arrive at the monastery in 2 weeks' time. There, we will join forces with them. As for us, I'd like your opinion on how we should be positioned within the army.
Your Majesty intends to fight alongside the Professor, correct? In that case, you will not be incorporated into the Empire's main army. Your squad can move freely about the battlefield under supervision of the Imperial forces. That would be most prudent.
Now that I'm the Emperor, we can't let it slip that I'm following your command in battle, Professor.
I fully object to the notion of you fighting on the front lines.
Hubert, we've already discussed this.
My apologies. I overstepped.
Now that the details are settled, all that's left is to come up with a name for ourselves. In honor of our time at the Academy, how about we call ourselves the Black Eagle Strike Force? With you as our leader, I'm confident we will. To me, that name represents us soaring toward a new dawn, as freely as an eagle. I'll leave it to you to prepare the Black Eagle Strike Force for departure.
Intriguing.
But I know it would have been rude to hound her then that's...
We will join forces with the main army and attack Garrick Mach. It's a fortress built on... That means we don't know much about it from a military perspective. But if we use all of the power at our disposal, we will capture it. From a purely mathematical standpoint, we most certainly have the power to win. If the you will be, I'm relying.
It is not those you are. Please, you. I ask you.
Surprised that I'm here, are you? I know a winning side when I see it. I mean, there's no way I'd risk my neck and my people by willfully joining a losing battle. You'd better hope, regardless of who...
I didn't think, however, having both the ministry must have been making...
We artists, but almost... Anyway, I wonder for what...
From a... If the you will... I'm relying. Thank you for...
Yes.
Okay.
I've decided to ally myself with Lady Edelgard. Father will doubtless understand my reasoning. House Gloucester has always had good intentions in its dealings with the Empire. Of course, this does mean I will no longer be able to avoid a confrontation with Claude. It is unfortunate. We were classmates after all.
I may return to Galatea territory and try to convince my father to join our cause. It's possible that... No. In my heart, I know that my father won't listen. Still, I must get him to see reason. That this is the only way to ensure our family's future.
That's right.
What's the deal, pal? You don't want me here? Come on, have a heart. This side is where all the action is. Look, I'll level with you. I want to help that Edelgard gal achieve her goal. I mean it. If Her Majesty gets what she's after, my mother will... Forget it. Now's not the time. We've got to keep our heads in the game so we can win, yeah? Having Yuri on our side will help things. He's not someone you want to have as an enemy.
Edelgard became emperor and raised an army, huh? I knew the kid had it in her. I mean, yeah, of course, I knew she'd be emperor eventually, but the more I think about it, the more surprised I am. I wonder who's gonna win. Thinking about it makes me scared. We're fighting the Knights of Saros. Still, I know you'll figure something out. Are you sure?
The but now it is my belief is...
Don't even... Let's... He said my blade.
Teacher, I asked Edelgard what happened to my father. He was dismissed as Prime Minister and is under house arrest in the Imperial capital. He always was a greedy, arrogant man. Some would say that this is the fate he deserves. And yet I cannot help but feel indignant. After all his hard work for the Empire, to be disgraced like this. I am conflicted, Professor. I do not know what to do. As the next Duke Eyre, should I follow Edelgard into battle?
Right, I'm a soul since birth, but Her Majesty's...
Professor? Yes. I'm Randolph von Berglis. I'm not very high in the ranks yet, but just like Caspar, my mother married into House Berglis, but I'm determined...
A moment, please.
I believe I have the Her Majesty for that. I find that.
Yes.
I have heard the name Lord Vestra. He's Hubert's father. That alone is why we...
Yes, to be frank, but if we're so I'll fight.
Okay. Everything will... If I know that...
With the Empire taking over Garreg Mach, I wonder what will happen to Abyss. Some people have spent their whole lives there. For their sake, I hope Abyss doesn't get trampled into ruin. Thanks. You should try talking about it with Eddie. I mean, Her Majesty. She might listen to you. Also, this is less important, but if somebody trashes my room, I'm gonna be mad.
Okay.
Yep. Yes, I've been preparing to take this path. My own path. Not my old man's, and not the boar's. I've been my own. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
What the? Professor, so, I've never pressed him for details, but Captain Gerald was always suspicious of Lady Rhea, wasn't he? I'm on your side no matter what. I promised him I'd support you, and that's what I plan to do.
Professor, if the Church is behind the current state of things, this society in which only crests are valued, then I have no need of it. Edelgard is taking the shortest path to change. No matter how drastic her measures, I agree that this is the only way. That said, if Edelgard strays from her noble path, I trust you will set her straight again. Won't you? I am counting on you.
Yes. Ah, yes. Professor?
Okay.
What do you require? Farewell.
I'm so sick of it all. There is so much to be done, yet all I encounter are new problems and pitfalls. Sometimes I wish I could spend just one day doing absolutely nothing and gorging myself on sweets. Do you mean it? Just the thought makes me happy. But Hubert would never allow it. Indeed. It may not be possible now, but one day we will know the joys of idling. Mark my words. Is that a smirk I spy? Is it so amusing to you, me daydreaming of free time? I see. I'm finally getting an idea of what you think of me. But let's put all that aside for now. There is something I've been meaning to tell you. I'm afraid this might sound a bit sentimental. However, I want to thank you. Because of you, I feel I can walk my fated path without losing myself. If I were alone, I might have lost perspective and become a harsh leader with a heart of ice. But I'm not alone. With you by my side, I'm somehow free to be not only a leader, but simply Edelgard. Until now, no one has been able to surpass me, much less command me. I have always been seen as an untouchable princess or emperor. No one spoke to me as an equal or met my gaze without flinching. It was lonely, terribly lonely. The only person I could rely on as I tried to claw my way out of the darkness was myself. But you have been a brilliant light. Somehow you have chased the darkness away. And for that, I will always be grateful.
Edelgard, do you have a minute?
You want to speak with me? How unusual. Please, come in. I'll prepare some tea for us. Have a seat. Would you care for some cake?
Yes, please. I never say no to sweets.
They're from Enbar. A bit too sweet for my own liking.
Isn't that the whole point of cake? Well, more for me. These are fantastic with this tea.
True. Well, there's no shortage of them. Help yourself to as many as you like. Now then, you wish to speak with me?
So, I can tell you know a fair bit about me.
Maybe this can wait until you've finished eating?
Edelgard, you know a fair bit about me, don't you?
What in particular?
For example, the fact that I have 2 crests.
Oh? That's hard to believe.
No need to play coy with me. It won't work. It's clear my body has succumbed to the intense pressure of bearing 2 crests. Due to the immense requirements of bearing these crests, my life expectancy is painfully short. You know all of this, right?
Actually, this is the first I'm hearing of it. How would I know unless you told me?
Still won't drop the act, huh? Despite how obvious you've been with your concern about my health, you're certainly consistent. I'm not really in the mood for these games. Given your rank, you certainly have access to all kinds of information that others do not. Clearly, you'd have heard all about me.
Either way, I know now since you just told me. About your 2 crests, your physical weakness, and your short life expectancy. However, according to the principles of crest research, it's impossible to bear 2 crests. Unless you've undergone a blood reconstruction surgery. Is that the case, Lysithea?
Correct. It wasn't as though I had a say in any of this.
I see. So you've lived through that relentless terror and agony, and survived.
You speak of all of this as though you understand it on a personal level. Edelgard, have you?
You're a good friend, Lysithea, and a valuable member of this army. So I won't have you overexerting yourself. I don't want to lose you. Understand?
I understand.
Good girl. Oh, and if you like those cakes, why not take some with you for later?
There's no need to pander to me, but yes, I'll take those. Thanks.
Hello, Constance.
Greetings, Ferdinand. My condolences on your misfortune that our paths have crossed again.
Oh, dear. I am not used to hearing you deprecate yourself like that. Never mind. Just listen.
If it is an audience you require, I will endeavor to meet that need.
When we last spoke, I was attempting to connect with you, to listen and show you some empathy. But I was so clumsy with my words that I came across as callous and conceited. I hurt you. I know.
The notion that a noble of House Ayer could display arrogance is difficult to credit. That you even deign to speak to me is a testament to your humility. As grateful as I am for the honor, it would be best for us both if I take my leave.
No, please, hear me out. Though your words chafed, I see now that they were perceptive. I was being arrogant. I tend to overcompensate. Perhaps I make a fool of myself, bragging about my superiority to Edelgard.
You do yourself a disservice. If you are a fool, then I am folly herself. But you must know that it is no reflection even in the face of...
If this was the right path, still, your kindness has
A wise noble once... I was once pushed to the nadir of a... There is little chance that I... But it will not...
Your persistence is admirable.
You are too the ways, and if my were perhaps one who has reached his such as my heart's desire. Right.
Professor. From a... If the... You... I'm relying...
The most I did, however, having both must have been. I'll gladly. I'll gladly. I'll gladly. I'll gladly.
Surprised. I mean... You? Thanks. Thanks.
From a... If the... You will... I'm relying... Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. He's that alone is what. A moment, please.
Right.
We will soon arrive at Garrigmok Monastery. Forcing a surrender here is extremely significant, both strategically and symbolically. Of course, this is personal as well. This is where we all came together to learn and grow. I have no intention of yielding to our former classmates, so I ask that you prepare yourselves for anything.
I'm not thinking about friends right now, and I'm certainly not prepared.
Damn it, don't go around saying things that lower morale before we even get started. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's fight.
I have nothing to lose aside from my friends who are here with me. Does that answer satisfy you?
I have been ready for this since leaving my land of home. I will fight and win.
How can you prepare to fight? Maybe I can prepare to prepare.
There is no reason that I should not be prepared. It is my duty to stand up and battle.
Thank you all. Now, let's talk strategy.
As the raiding force, we will attack the area nearest to the monastery. The Knights of Seros certainly won't stand down after they catch sight of Her Majesty and the Professor. At the same time, the remaining areas will be surrounded and annihilated by the main army. In other words, we are the decoy that must suppress the enemy's most elite soldiers.
We know more about the area near the monastery than anyone else in the Imperial Army. Still, we must prepare for the worst. It's possible we will have to face the Archbishop's true form, the Immaculate One. Fight with all you have, but don't be reckless. As promised, I will leave the command to our professor.
Not only will we all survive this, but we will undoubtedly emerge victorious.
This will be our first battle as the Black Eagle Strike Force. All the more reason to prevail.
Friends, our opportunity for victory will come. But first, we must see to our defenses.
The city's defenders are trying to stall for time. We must crush them swiftly. We should be wary.
Vladislava is being pushed on the left flank. We must...
Stay focused.
Just what we need.
Well done.
Leave it to me. Yep.
Thank you. Battle.
I will get the victory.
That's my cue.
Helpful. As you wish.
I will prevail.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Sure thing.
No use.
Now! Hit it!
Strong. I think.
That was nothing. People like me.
Much needed. That was nothing.
Unfortunately, you must die here. You should...
This is nothing.
You shall not pass! I think.
Child!
My master's name.
You will survive this hardship.
Thanks.
Yep. Leave it to me.
That's my cue. Apologies.
I will get the victory.
Stay focused.
Professor, why? Do you not see the cruelty of this? Must protect Garrick Mach. I must protect everyone!
Retreat while you still can, Flame. I beg you.
Understood. Stay safe, brother.
We will lend the Empire strength.
Don't worry, we're allies now. I understand you must have many questions, but they'll have to wait until after the battle.
Another...
I will prevail!
I will show no mercy to anyone who attacks Rhea. I cannot yield!
Seteth, Flame, Gilbert. You put your lives on the line to protect us. I would have preferred to have more time to prepare, but we cannot delay any longer. Come forth. Protect Garrick Mach Monastery from those despicable rebels.
I'll crush them all.
Her enemies are my enemies.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre. Battle. Thank you.
Guess I learned.
Thanks.
Sure thing.
As you wish.
If only...
You're in good form.
All that work?
Expected. Unexpected.
Appreciated.
My thanks. I gotta kill you! Lady Rhea!
Soon.
You'll be repaid. It's a... I'm grateful.
Thanks.
I am Thunder Catherine, and I will slay all.
Yep.
Lady Rhea.
All is well, Catherine. I will get the victory.
I will prevail.
No matter your reasons, I cannot permit you to go on living any longer.
The feeling is mutual. I must put a stop to your reign of tyranny.
You must know what a fool you are. The greatest of sins is to make an enemy of the goddess herself.
I have only made an enemy of the church, not of the faith.
I will not allow Garrick Mach or my mother to fall!
You will not be forgiven!
Professor, look out!
The castle is crumbling! We must escape! Professor, take cover!
Professor!
In Imperial Year 1181, the new Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, led a strategic assault against the monastery at Garrick Mach. Though her own losses were great, her foes had no choice but to surrender. Archbishop Rhea commanded the Knights of Seros, leading from the front lines against the Imperial army. After a hard-fought battle, she was forced to retreat to Ferdiad, the capital of Fargus, where she must now plan her next move. With this single attack, the Adrestian Empire officially launched its offensive against the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and the Leicester Alliance. The unification of Fodlan has begun. Part 2. Crimson Flower. Ethereal Moon. Beyond Escape. It is Imperial Year 1185. Half a decade has passed since Emperor Edelgard ascended the Imperial throne, yet the continent of Fodlan still remains lost in a tempest of turmoil and bloodshed. In the Holy Kingdom of Fargus,